I don't know, guys. We got to get through this little time, man. A lot of rain going on up here, man. Good evening to you. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight on the He Say She Say show. As we're going to be continue our journey, or picking back up on our journey on the Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. Man, I'm your host, RGJ, man, the Love Doctor here tonight. Y'all see the backdrop, man, from the Black Bazaar. That's just what we got going on. And here's the thing, guys. Tonight, man, He Say She Say show is all about making sure that everyone has a voice and they can be heard in this love and relationship game. And we got a book by Shahrazad Ali right here, which is we're going to be going through as we get into chapter 3. We've done this before, so we're ready to rock and roll, man. Just want to see who joined us here already, though, for the He Say She Say show before we get right into our main topic. Roll call time, beautiful people. Let us know where you're connecting from. What city, what state, what country, what city, what state. I don't see too many people on here right now. But anyway, what city, what state, what country, man, you might be joining us from here tonight. We're broadcasting from across the World Wide Web from our virtual studios here in Decatur, Georgia. And we're looking to have a wonderful, wonderful time tonight. Now, I didn't do a lot of tagging and all that stuff. I figured those who will show up tonight, they'll just show up and we'll have us a good time. But before we get into our main topic, which is the Black Man's Guide to Understand the Black Woman, let's do a quick little promo from the Black Bazaar. I think the Black Bazaar. I believe the Black Bazaar. Oh, yeah. All right, beautiful people, man. Checking the Black Bazaar by simply going to the website, theblackbazaar.com, www.theblackbazaar.com. Check them out there, man. Let's find out, man. We got a He Say, She Say joining us. What's going on, Mr. Sincere Newman? Thanks so much for joining. If you're a He Say, man, go and put in console He Say for all the brothers that might be joining us here tonight. For any sisters that may be joining us, maybe put She Say. And here's the rules, guys. Here are the rules as we're going to dive into this thing here tonight. It doesn't seem like we got too many people that are joining us, so I don't know if I'm going to continue this. I got other things I could be doing. But nonetheless, man, a Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. We'll read a little bit of it. Some people might be joining us. I do actually want to read some of this book, so that's cool as well. I'll just do that, go a little bit, see if anybody else joins. If not, we can keep it moving. And then we're going to get into the adulthood of the Black woman, the adulthood of the Black woman. And maybe there'll be some things here that we will begin to understand a little bit better. So the author goes on to say this, that as the Black woman grows and develops intellectually, she eventually lands in a spot that her practices led her to. There are several levels of Black womanhood and that she can strive for. Each level of lifestyle choice is predicated solely on her desires. What she knows or earns is the result of how she has been raised and what she is willing to settle for in life. The higher her goals, the more sophisticated she is. Increased knowledge always expands the desires, be they material, sexual, or otherwise. The Black woman is not exempt from these rules, albeit she is often a victim of them due to being such a displaced female. The Black man must be aware of the various types of Black women available to him. His selection must be based upon his own individual needs. It is entirely possible that some of the traits of the Black women in their respective categories overlap. It has been proven that a Black man is capable of taking a woman and making her beautiful, intelligent, and wise. She is not able to create the same effect by herself. She will have one of the three or two of the three, but she cannot achieve beauty, intelligence, and wisdom alone. Oh, Lord. The Black man is her catalyst. Without his spark of life and light, she does not bloom. Blooming is quite different from having a good paying job or high-class education. Each of the Black women discussed during the next few pages can be taught to bloom. Risking the threat of being further charged with overgeneralization and group stereotyping, the following list describe the three basic types of Black women. They are dissimilar only in the depth of their problematic behavior. All are infected with a historic disease of cultural negligence. They believe themselves to be living the right life, the one that is the only lifestyle available to them in this country's setting, which most of them believe is the best place on earth. Far be it from their considerations to take steps to improve their psychological conditions, because they ironically do not know they are out of sync with their natural role in the universe, even though across the board they are not happy. The lives they live make sense to them because they have not been taught of any other kind that will provide them with happiness. Historically, the Black woman has had access to lifestyle choices not offered to the Black man, and he is not tolerated in showing moodiness or fickleness or pettiness. The aforementioned emotional personality traits are indigenous to the Black female gender. To describe these separate groups, the Black women, the use of colloquial language may seem derogatory or insulting. It's not meant to be that way. The special language is ethnically specific and recognizable to the learned and unlearned Black man. The terminology is not meant to be humorous either. There are no age limitations on the characteristics of these women. The three types are predictably the lower grade, the average, and the high class. Number one, the low life Black woman. Oh, whoo. The low life Black woman. This Black woman may have been subjected to abject multi-generational poverty, illiteracy, and shame as a child. She works on the lowest rung of employment due to not being properly educated. She dresses in inexpensive Kmart type styles, and her face is greasy from wearing too much cheap makeup. Her hair will also be greasy, perhaps have a few specks of lint, and maybe plastered down around her face in an unsuccessful attempt to create curls or the baby hair look. She may sport a raggedy ponytail with a child's barrette or rubber band. Bathing is not that important. Her bra strap may be gray from non-washing, and she may wear her panties 2 or 3 days straight without changing them, or wear none at all. She drinks alcohol to the point of intoxication and curses loud in the public, real loud. She hangs around weekly in common local corner bars and goes out with a strange man who she fights with regularly. She may have a main Black man who she fights with at will. She has battle scars on her face, neck, arms, hands from warring with the men and women in the neighborhood or the nightclubs. She goes along easily in moral dares and relates aggressively to her neighbors. She does not read the newspaper and uses drugs when they are available. If she does not work in her public dole welfare, she may dress her child or children in the latest styles that will spend all of their welfare check on clothes and partying. She views each check day as heaven on earth, a short-lived time when she has purchasing power to feed her tepid wishes. She might have a gold tooth or a few teeth missing. Her nails are conceivably chipped or broken. Her posture is that of a toad. She may be overweight and an over-average breather with a protruding pot gut. She comfortably wears run-over shoes. Her heels may be dirty and crusty. She borrows money and food from her neighbor. She uses deodorant occasionally and is opposed and overly impressed with fancy-dressed Black men in big, flashy cars and lots of gold. She's materialistic on a small scale and does not like to stay indoors. Even on cold winter nights, she may be seen roaming the streets or going back and forth to an after-hour joint. She is not ashamed of her condition or predicament and appears to be quite satisfied during her sterile, non-productive days. Her time is made up of gossiping with the neighborhood cronies, looking at television, wish shopping in nearby malls, yelling at her children, not keeping up with her children, and walking back and forth to the corner store. She shops above her means. She has no plans to change and attempts to use a Black man available to finagle him out of money, drinks, and car rides. She has no idea what to do with the Black man herself, and she does not fantasize about a better life. She is looked upon as shameful in civilized society as is considered a savage. She often hates the Black women in her higher social classes and considers them conceited. Her word of thought is very, very small. Her ideas are simplified, and she speaks the language of the flat, abbreviated terms full of mispronunciations and wrong tenses. She does not know any better and does not think she is capable of learning better. She is in a pitiful state of condition as if she had any dreams at all there of a Black man rescuing her from her status. She is also inclined to respond to the advances of white men looking for a good time. She may sprinkle herself with cheap perfume profusely. If a Black woman on this level is involved with drugs and abuses alcohol, she becomes a dreg of society and a corrupt mother. Men do not matter to her at all on that level unless they can provide her with money or contraband. This group requires no further discussion other than that this black woman must be claimed, cleaned up, and returned to her proper state of existence as a civilized woman. Woo! I mean, that got to be the bottom of the bottom. I tell you that. Woo, Lord, the bottom of the bottom for the black woman. Well, here's the deal, guys. Man, it got 7 of y'all on. Man, it don't look like it don't look like this show going on. So I'll read on my own. You guys have a good night. Let me go get some more pussy, man. You know, it said he say, she say. So let me do that because that was about to go down. Okay, hey man, y'all have a good one.